Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Wicked channel. Today I wanted to make a video for you guys that want to blast to 50 in Season 1 in under 4 hours, or just in a good time, right? You know, not everybody can do 4 hours unless you're really trying, but I'm going to show you guys how potentially me and my friends are going to do it, potentially how people in solo have already almost done it before Season 1. I have the solo route text typed out for you guys. And then I also have the group route text typed out for you guys. Very simple, right? It's not like a super detailed route, but it gets the explanation across, shows you what you need. I do have the solo speed leveling Barbarian build updated. I have a video already of the build that I was testing out and using, and then I've pretty much fine-tuned it for different breakpoints, right, to make it a lot better than it was before. We have the the Urn of Aggression, which is the season. I don't even know what to call it, but basically it's a passive that you're going to be able to take with spending your smoldering ashes, and it's going to give you 3% experience for monsters per point, and you can get it up to 4. So I'm thinking 3, 6, 9, 12% XP, unless it has diminishing returns. Then maybe it'll be like 10 or something like that, or less, right? So we'll see about that, but that's definitely going to be It's definitely going to be implemented in the run as you're playing, right? As long as it doesn't have some drastic challenges you have to go out of your way to do. I will be grabbing that during Season 1 during this route as well. So pretty much, I think that's about it. So let's get into it. So let me load in here, and while we're loading, let's pull her up. So here is the solo speed route. This is going to be what I do if my friends can't get on, or I end up not being able to get on for Season 1 launch, which God knows if that happens, I'm going to be sad, but stuff happens, right? But so here we go. So basically at level 1, you're going to take the top right quest in Kyoshibad right away. You're just going to cheer, make the barbarians happy. Yeah! And then you're going to turn that quest in, and it's pretty much almost going to get you level 2. I do realize that if we're able to claim our renown up to a certain point, we are going to... we're going to, I don't even know what I was talking about. Anyways, oh, yeah, we're going to start a higher level, possibly, if we can claim XP right off the bat, right? So you're not going to be at level 1. So then you won't need to do this quest, but that's, not too big of a deal, right? It only takes a couple seconds. But you're just going to pretty much leave town, proceed northwest, go up, do the level 5 event up there, knock that event out, hop on your horse, come right back over, and head to either Hoarfrost or to Dead Man's Dredge, right? These two dungeons are probably the best early dungeons you can do that are within 1 through 15. Dead Man's Dredge has a lot of little mobs that are really fast, so they're good for like Fury generation on Whirlwind while you're hitting mobs. They're good for any characters who can take out big packs very easily, and good mobility as well. Hoarfrost, kind of the same thing, a little more chunkier packs, right? Like more meaty packs, more health packs, but less of them. But they both give great XP in the beginning, where you can pretty much get to 1 to 25 in less than 2 hours very easily. So level 5 to 25, you're just going to repeat these dungeons, right? If you don't know how to reset the dungeon solo, you're just going to leave dungeon first, leave game, rejoin, repeat, right? Make sure you leave the dungeon first, or you'll go back to town. Level 25, you're going to want to complete your codex dungeons for your build specifics that are for you to blast, right? So don't get codexes that aren't really going to make you do like a lot of damage or move speed, or if you're in hardcore, you're going to want to get some tanky ones, right? Maybe barrier, something like that, right? You don't want to die. So just keep that in mind, lay that out ahead of time, right? Make sure you have that. Just make sure you know what codexes you need on a little list in a notepad like I got here, right? And know which ones you're going to hit when you hit 25 and knock them out. Once you get those codexes, go back to town. Make sure you get geared up, right? You're going to want to put those codexes on your rings, your necklaces. Hopefully you got some decent rolls, yellow ones maybe on the way. I don't recommend putting it on your weapons because you're going to replace those quickly. Everybody pretty much knows that, but you can, you know, it's up to you. Um, so once you get that all set up, right, you're going to head on over to the Kor Dragan stronghold, not Dragon. And you're going to basically repeat this stronghold over and over and over without completing it, and it gives insane XP. You get like 8 plus elites depending on how you run it. You know, you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9. I'm gonna have to recount right now. Elites doing this stronghold, and you can kill them all and reset within a minute and 30 seconds, or around there, right? On average, maybe 2 minutes on average, but it's less than 2 minutes, trust me. I'm going to show you guys an example once I finish going through this real quick. So level 25 to 40, you're going to, wait, what? Complete middle and south sections of, oh, this is me explaining it. I apologize. If you don't know how to reset, just leave the game while you're in the middle of like the house at the back left side of the stronghold, and you'll just be able to reset and you'll spawn right at the front. So at level 40 or higher, depending on what build you are, what class you are, it's going to be vary for everyone, right? Even soloing this at level 40 as a barbarian is very difficult, right? I completely switch into a Ren build in order to complete my capstone, just so you guys know. So if I'm trying to do my capstone at level 40 on my barbarian, I will literally respec out of Whirlwind, and I will respec out of Charge and Leap, and I will be specking into basically full bleed rend with tankiness, you know, maybe even a little bit of thorns. I'm probably going to put that build together and hopefully get that video out before season 1 so you guys can look at that. Just so you guys know how to transition, right? If you're trying to, you know, blast and not think about it, right? But Rend is definitely the way to go if you're trying to do any content that's above your power, like by a lot, right? At early levels, right? So if you're trying to kill a level 45 monster and you're level 35, you're gonna have a much better chance killing it with Rend than you are with Whirlwind, Upheaval. You know, you get the point. Pretty much, okay, so complete your capstone dungeon, right? Get into World Tier 3. And once you get to World Tier 3, you're going to go to the same stronghold, and you're going to repeat that stronghold. Strongholds pretty much scale down to your level or a few levels above you when you do them, no matter what world tier you're in. So it's kind of weird, right? It's kind of like, what the heck? I'm going to show you guys an example of this as well right now. Like I have a 61 druid, and I'm in tier 4, and I'm doing the stronghold, and all the mobs are level, I think, 63 or 64. They're not level 73 like tier 4 mobs should be, right? So this is definitely a huge advantage when speedrunning or just trying to get a big chunk of experience, and you're not even trying to speedrun. If you and your friends or your are trying to knock out the capstone early and you guys do it, and then you switch over to the strongholds, these mobs are going to be your level. So keep that in mind. So, and then from 50 to 100, I'm not really going to explain too much on this, you know, just nightmare dungeons, hell tides, events, and resources. If you're trying to be like hardcore and you're just trying to do like a regular dungeon by yourself that's extremely efficient and you don't want to die, it's kind of a dangerous dungeon, but it's safer than nightmare dungeons. So if you're trying to get to 100, this is definitely a good option, right? You can just blast them, kill them all before they can even touch you. So for the solo guide, though, that's pretty much it, right? So at that point, let me just go over the group speed route real quick. You know, if you guys want to screenshot this, pause this part of the video, whatever, you know, feel free to. You guys don't have to listen to me, right? I'm just going to brush over this super fast because it's almost identical to the solo run, but it has a few tweaks just to kind of, you know, just to give you an idea of what you maybe could do to kind of help your speed run out, right? So you're gonna, you know, take the quest if you want. You don't have to complete it. Do the event level 5. To be honest, you don't even need to do the event level 5. You can just go as a group to the east instantly over to Hoarfrost and Dead Man's Dredge, and do that event on the way, and then just go into a dungeon right away and just kind of blast as a team. Right? It's a little bit different. When you're on your way over there, though, make sure you send only one person and have everybody else in the group go to a waypoint and grab dungeons that are close to your codexes that you're going to need for later. This is going to save you a little bit of time because then all of you are going to be in the dungeons or in town. You're all going to hit 25. You're going to be like, hey, we need to do our codexes. Guess what? You already got a couple waypoints. You can just hop on each other from there. You're good to go. Once you get that done, right? So 4 to 45, you're just going to do the same thing as the solo route. You're just going to, you know, repeat Hoarfrost. Repeat Hoarfrost. Honestly, I don't advise, dude, don't do Dead Man's Dredge with a group unless it's duo. Duo is very good for Dead Man's Dredge. Solo, I'm sorry, group with like 3-4 people, you're going to want to do Hoarfrost. It's a longer, bigger dungeon with chunky packs with more HP and more XP, so I would definitely advise on that. If you don't know how to reset as a group, this is how you reset as a group. You have the party leader leave. When he leaves, he will automatically be put into a dungeon that's automatically reset, and then everyone else can just join him, and you guys can just blast all over again. Once you guys are level 25, split up, go do all your codexes, stay in the group, right? So you can give each other codexes, renown, etc. Once you get that done, go ahead and get to level maybe 35. If you are a very good group and you are strong, like you guys play together, you know, you're not terrible at the game, you kind of know what you're doing, like on a pretty good level, you could potentially do your capstone as a group at level like 35. Maybe a little bit higher, lower, whatever. But that's what we're going to be pushing for. I'm going to be practicing this. If not, you can go to 40, just like the solo run. Still going to be insane time. So don't think that just because you're not doing it at 35, you're going to lose time. Go ahead and do it at 40. That's not a big deal. And then go ahead and do your capstone. If you can't do your capstone at 40, just keep leveling up until you can do it. If you're on hardcore, play it safe. Just don't be dumb. If you're playing hardcore, you got to know what you're doing a little bit, right? I'll put in as many tips as I can, including a survival video that's coming out soon. But just keep that in mind. 35 to 50, you're going to do the same thing as you do in solo. You're going to want to do Kor Dragan, either solo or tightly grouped, right? Honestly, this is probably better solo because you're killing these elites so fast and resetting so fast. I don't know how resetting as a group is going to really be worth it because you need to be on the same screen together to get XP. So you can go do nightmare dungeons at level, or I'm sorry, you can't do nightmare dungeons. You can go do normal dungeons from 35 to 50. You can do like Blind Burrows is extremely good. You can do Champion's Demise. And then maybe even Older's Cave once you get to 40, 45. But soloing this stronghold is probably going to be faster. So once you get that out of the way, you're going to be level 50. And that's it. You and your group are just going to blast. So, you know, this is what I recommend if you're trying to absolutely speed at extremely high, you know, at an extremely high rate without, you know, thinking about it too much. This is pretty decent, and then you can optimize it more from here. So anyways, let me show you guys an example of how to do the Kor Dragan real quick. And let me show you guys how the tier works as well, right? So I'm currently in... This is the wrong character. Didn't want to log into my Barbarian because he's level 68, which in 5 levels is 73, so that I can't show you an example. Oh, boy. All right, so right here, we have a 61 Druid, right, on Torment. So all of these monsters are level 73. We're going to go ahead and go on in here. Text my girlfriend. It's pretty straightforward on this, though. So, all right. Oh, and I'm already here. Look at that, because I was already running it. So, pretty much you spawn in right here, right? You climb up to the top. Shout out to Cubs, by the way, because I did learn this from his route. Yo, where's my... There we go. Move your over here to the right. Get yourself your Fury. Sorry, Spirit. I'm on a bear. Kill these guns, right? You can come up, if you're really fast, you can come up here to this ramp. Kill this elite real quick. Come on down to the middle. You're going to get one elite here, and then you're going to get 2 elites up here. I try to, like, line up all 3 of them. But you can see the mobs are level 62, and I'm in Torment. They're not level 73. So what does that mean? I'm not weak as shit. Excuse my language. But you get the point, right? I'm not super weak. They're my level, so I just get to absolutely blast these like it's a normal dungeon, and I'm getting 200% XP. So when we're doing this in Season 1, you're going to be getting 100% XP bonus if the sooner you can get your capstone done. And you're going to be fighting these same level monsters. come over here, come on and climb down this wall. Blast through these little bastards. You're gonna have one more elite here. I think I already killed him. So, oh no, there he is. And the final one in the house. Log out. Reset. Wow, they removed the leave button. Interesting. And you can join back in. And the stronghold will be reset. This is pretty much, I gotta do more research or testing. It's definitely the fastest way that I've seen me and a couple of my buddies that have tested it since watching Cubs do it. This is the way, man. Super quick.
I must wait a moment.
One more, right, just to show you guys how quick this is. And you can see where my EXP is just moving. Insane. Insanely fast, boys.
I must wait a moment.
Alright, but then next I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the solo Barbarian speed run build that I put together. I can't even talk straight today. It's fine. Don't need to worry about thinking. We're talking. We're just blasting. And there's an elite up there. I just missed it. Don't do what I did. Don't miss that elite. There he is. Thanks, buddy. And you go in the house and you reset. And so this is insanely fast XP. These runs take less than 2 minutes. It can get boring and it can be very tedious because they're so fast. So, you know, this isn't for everyone. Just keep that in mind. This is for people trying to just level up very fast. This is not for someone who's trying to enjoy Season 1 launch. So just keep that in mind. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pull up the solo barb. So this is the build I will be using on Season 1 to get to 50. I don't know if I'll be solo or a group 100% yet. So this is what my solo build will look like. This is not my group build. My group build will be adjusted differently because the mobs have more HP. But I'm going to run down this really quick. Feel free to, you know, screenshot this, pause the video, use it whenever you want, especially when Season 1 drops. I'm going to try to get a Google Docs together, but I don't know if I'll have it. So pretty much from the very beginning, you're going to take Lunge Strike Whirlwind with Enhanced Whirlwind, right? And you're going to take all of these skills in this order, and this is the exact order I'm going to be taking these, and this is the order that I've tested and practiced and tried out. This is just what feels good. This is how, you know, this rolls. Once you know, in the early game, you're pretty much just finishing your Whirlwind and getting your Rally Cry, right? Once you get a little going, you're going to be using Charge and Leap to just for mad mobility, right? You're just going to be charging, leaping. Get to a pack, you're whirlwinding. Once you can take Death Blow, you take Death Blow ASAP. That's kind of the shiner of this build. I do already have a video with showing an example of this build with Death Blow, but I've optimized it a little more in this text right here. So if you're trying to do this for speed, just copy this. If you're just trying to do a Death Blow build, copy the other video. Pretty much with Fighters Death Blow, you're going to be able to just generate a ton of rage, and then you're going to have Exposing Vulnerability, so you can basically make all of the mobs vulnerable after you Death Blow with Whirlwind, right? So instead of trying to hit somebody with Hoda and then they're vulnerable, and then you're trying to spend more Fury to get more damage out of that vulnerability, right? You're already spinning, just hitting them. Like, it's very, very smooth, right? I'll even show you guys an example right now, because after that, that's all I got for you guys, right? So let's see, now you can swap to Charge Leap for Shouts. So basically you're going to want to change your Charge and Leap for Shouts around 27 to 41, but you don't have to, right? You don't have to. If you're in softcore and you're just trying to blast, you don't need the Shouts. You don't need Challenging Shout, and you don't need War Cry. Yeah, you just need Rallying Cry. You don't need anything else. But, you know, choose whatever you want. They both work well. This is just what I'm doing, right? And I'm trying to blast. Pretty much the only thing I also want to note here before I freaking get to the end of this stupid video is, let's see, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I've lost it. I can't remember. Oh, okay. Prime Supreme Iron Maelstrom. Okay, you get reduced cooldown by 1 second every time you swap weapons. So you're running this, and you're running Walking Arsenal, right? And you're going to be putting your dual weld one-handers in lunge. You're going to be putting your mace or in your death blow, and you're going to be putting your two-handed slashing weapon in whirlwind. And pretty much you enter a pack with lunge. If you can kill it with death blow because it's a small weak pack, or a small weak mob, you do so, and then that's going to proc your vulnerability. And you're going to be right when you start spinning, your weapon arsenal's procced, your vulnerability's procced, and then on top of that, you are going to be reducing your Iron Maelstrom by 2 seconds every time you cycle through those 3 abilities, right? So it's 3. Well, yeah. So you're going to have your ultimate up all the time, like all the time. It's so fast, this build. So just hope you guys enjoy it, and hope this video helps you guys speed run a lot. I'm going to do a quick run right now. If you're freaking enjoyed the video, appreciate it if you guys would subscribe, comment, like it, ask me any questions you want. Feel free to come stop in at Twitch and watch me. I would appreciate that as well, because I'm just trying to start, you know what I mean? Trying to get somewhere. I work a 9-to-5 job, so I don't have all week to test stuff, so I just do the best I can on weekdays and weekends, right? I'm going to show you guys super fast, before I drag this on too long, what it looks like being low level, doing using like whirlwind at level 8, right? Feel free to go ahead and watch my other video, or you can even go to my stream and look at some of the VODs I have, and you can pretty much look at how it works from 1 to 25, 1 to 30, 1 to 40, whatever you want.
Not while I'm in town.
But pretty much early game, nothing, no core ability that I've used can just sustain Fury as well as Whirlwind can if you're smart with it, right? Like if you're just not careless. But you just always, make sure you group it up just like you would anything else, and you just spin to win, and everything's just going to be dead, right?
I'm not ready yet.
I don't have a dungeon nearby, so I can't show you like Dead Man's Dredge real quick. I logged out inside the dungeon by accident, so that's my mistake. But that's about it. So hope you guys have a good night and a good season 1. Oh, wait.
I'm low on fury.
Oh, here we go. Here's a nice level 8. You can lunge strike him to death. Spin to win. We're already level 9. Oh, and I'm terrible at making videos, so you guys gotta bear with me. But the Urn of Aggression, I didn't pull this picture up. I did talk about it, right? But basically here it is, right? Boost to EXP earned for monster kills, level 1 through 4. You spend your Smoldering Ashes on it. You need to be level 35 in order to use this. But I do believe you start acquiring these before level 35. So you can potentially save them up and spend them on your Urn of Aggression. So that's about it. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace out.